and figure out what's going on. Well, that is some bright lights coming down there. His future's so bright he's got to wear shades. I am hoping that is not a malfunction with our ring tonight. Look at those lights, so bright. John Cena, the GM of TSW Wrestling. That way G and Penny can focus on wrestling, which is where they want to be, right in the center of the ring. See what old John's got to say tonight. So tonight, with the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring, we're going to start accelerating that next Monday night until we are at least done with the first round, because there are 16 wrestlers involved. So we'll get a few matches tonight. Some of them are going to have to do with titles, some of them will not, but they will be the King of the Ring, and I will let you know which ones those are. Also, Money in the Bank briefcase was used already and is currently vacant. So tonight, the person who makes the final pin or the final tap out will be the one that gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. And then on Wednesday night, so the very next episode, they will be in the main event in a 4-way ladder match with the briefcase on the line. Tonight, we will also debut the 8-man tag team title belts in this very unique match that I will let you know how it works as the match goes on and throughout the night. It is very cool how this is going to work. I guarantee you've not seen anything like it. And also, the TSW Women's IC title will be debuted tonight. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I did bring the Intercontinental Championship for the women, so they're going to get to compete for that tonight. Penny will bring it down, which is how it should be. The TV title will be defended. 2 TSW members are going to make their debut tonight, and a whole lot more. So stay tuned. It's about to be a crazy night. So that's a lot of information to unpack from our GM. We've got brand new. We've seen them on GC Rock. We've already seen them, so we know that they're out there. The 8-man tag team titles, we talked about it a little bit in GC Rock stream. But tonight in the main event, they will be fought for, which is super cool. The newly crowned TV champion is putting that title, because it's not just Phoenix who has to defend it every time. That belt will be defended on every single program. So Miss Scorpion will be defending the title belt tonight against the Boots. And I think this is going to be her first shot at the TV championship. So this should be a really good match. Thing is, though, Boots is coming down. She's not bringing any valets. No valets are coming down and helping her out. So we have Miss Scorpion, who they travel in pack, you know. So she may not just be facing one person. She may end up having to fight off the 3 of them to try to win back the TSW Television Championship. Should be fun. We haven't seen a whole lot of Boots wrestling. That may change. It'll definitely change if she wins the television title. And then just a little bit of housekeeping. I'm telling you, when the new game comes out, the 2K22 game comes out, it is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting to see how that all happens and helps improve what we're doing right now. Like, I know a lot of us enjoy what's going on now. I have a feeling this will make it better. I hope, anyway. Fingers crossed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Television Championship.
So this is for the Women's Television Championship, but what it also is, it is also one of our Queen of the Ring tournament matches. So the belt is on the line. No doubt about that. But this is also for the TV title. And part of what John Cena was talking about earlier is the Money in the Bank briefcase is on the line, but will not be able to be used until after the main event in Wednesday night, when there is a ladder match for that briefcase where a new Money in the Bank winner will be crowned. But the winner of tonight's match doesn't only win the title belts for the 8-man tag, whoever makes the final pin of that tag team, but also gets a shot in singles competition for the Money in the Bank briefcase, which means at any time they could cash that in on any show, anywhere, and get a shot at the world title. So it's a big deal. A lot of stuff on the line tonight. Boots getting all ready in the ring. And these are just some scary ladies. In their very first TSW event, 3 of them, or 2 of the 3, came out with title belts. Now, our women's survival belt, our men's survival belt in this 8-man tag, there might be a women's 8-man tag. We are debating that right now. But those 3 belts are very specialized belts. We are not going to be fighting for them all the time like we have been. They will be fought on a rotating basis 1 time a month. So, those are going to be a little bit more specialized belts so we can focus on some other things and some other storylines. And Boots just ain't going to get out of the ring. She said, you be scary all you want. You can bring as many people down to the ring as you want. But I'm going to tell you right now, I can get out of this ring. And she's going to try to make this group right here 1 title belt lighter. And remember, the winner of this match also advances to the 2nd round of our Queen of the Ring tournament. Queen of the Ring, King of the Ring, pretty exciting stuff. Big prizes on the line for that. It is going to take us a little bit to get through it, but once we do, the winner is going to have really a huge advantage, huge push, and a lot of publicity.
Introducing the challenger from Salt Lake City, Utah, The Boss. Introducing the champion from every man's nightmare. She is the Women's Television Champion, Miss Scorpion.
Miss Scorpion, I mean, she beat Phoenix, which had never been done before, but beat Phoenix to get that TV title. And Boots now trying to get it back and advance to the next round. Now you can tell Miss Scorpion gives up a little size to Boots. But we'll have to see how this goes. Both competitors super tough. Really getting to work on Miss Scorpion early. Pins that arm back behind her, pulls it back, and what is this going to be? Oh, couple knees right in the back. Cat-like abilities. Goes for the quick pin. Not even a 1 count, but not a bad deal to let her know, hey, we mean business. And Miss Boots has never been one to care what the crowd thinks. And it looks like Miss Scorpion about got the trifecta, and she switched it up there right at the end to get her a suplex. And Miss Scorpion gets up quick now. Miss Scorpion's going to have to use her quickness and not let Boots get her hands on her, because that is not going to end well for Miss Scorpion. She's into quick moves, fast-paced wrestling, maybe a little bit of top rope business. Not this. She doesn't want this. Look at this. Kind of like an inverted armbar almost. Miss Scorpion fought. What is that? Couldn't pick her all the way up, but just enough to break that hold that she had on her. And right into the corner, big boot to the face. Miss Scorpion looking at the ref like, hey, is there anything you can do to keep her boots out of my face? Referee says, nope. Goes for that, and I don't know if that's just putting more pressure up on that neck and jawline or what that's exactly doing. Goes for that armbar again. She's got it locked in. Referee looking to make sure that she's not getting herself pinned, and she's not. Referee right on top of all of this. Miss Scorpion went for a big move, and Boots broke that up real quick. And Boots has pretty much been in control of most of what's been going on in this match. And none of the others, not Miss Frost, not Miss Nightmare, none of them have really played a role in this match so far. But they really haven't had the opportunity to. But gets a 2 count on Boots, and I did not see that coming. Miss Scorpion setting up for her finishing move. That is the Scorpion bomb. Pinch Miss Boots, and 1, 2. And Boots says nope. And Miss Scorpion cannot believe it. Now going up. This is the stuff I'm talking about. She will go up to the top rope. And kind of a suicide belly to belly. Up top, thought she might have went for the pin there, but knows it's probably still going to take a lot more than that. Probably thought I was going to say a little bit more, but I have a feeling it's going to take a lot more. She wasn't even getting her on 2.5 count, and she did the Scorpion bomb on her. But it's going to take speed and a lot of moves. Boots in the women's division is easily one of the more powerful women. Look at that. Flips her up. Reverses it back around on her, though. Goes for the pin. This might get it. 1, 2. No, not even 2.5. I thought maybe, the element of surprise. Maybe she was in shock that happened. Because she went to go powerbomb her, and that is not what happened. There's 1, 2 knees. 3 knees to the face while she's on the ground, trying to get things rolling again. It's probably going to take a lot more than this move. Now, it's a submission hold, but technically she's pinned right now. You know what I mean? Like, her shoulders are on the ground. Oh, that is a true Hurricane Rana right there. I know I called the other thing a Hurricane Rana, but that's really a leg scissor takedown. That is a true Hurricane Rana. Takes her all the way around and then does the little flippity-doo-dah. Takes her down. Boots now trying to get things turned around where she had the advantage through most of the beginning. And what was that? Threw her up in the air. I don't think she realizes. This Scorpion got up but didn't know where she was at. And I don't think the Boots realized where she was at. But she figured it out first, and planted straight down. I was going to say, 1, 2. Miss Scorpion's tough herself, though. She kicks out in 2. And now back to her feet. And a big clothesline sends her outside. Probably, to be honest, if Miss Scorpion wants to win this match, almost where she needs to be, but now she's got to deliver some punishment on the outside of this ring. Not like that. She's got to use the ground to her advantage. Almost like that. Like that. Or even get a count out. Like for her, a count out doesn't matter. The Boots doesn't want a count out because she cannot win the title that way. But Miss Scorpion can't lose it on a count out, so it don't matter to her. Now we got to keep an eye on Miss Nightmare. She didn't get involved, but she was in a position to where she might have. And now Boots setting up for what we can only call the meow meow. You hit her with the meow meow. It actually had a different name, but I think we like meow meow way better. It makes more sense. Makes way more sense. Miss Scorpion back up on her feet. Locks her, you know, that almost looks like the old Totes My Goats extraction. 1, 2. Now, we had the same teacher. We both learned from the Stinger, so let it not be a surprise that she knows the move. Probably not as proficient as Totes My Goats, because that is not her finishing move. But she does know it. Oh, front face plant. Looks like she might be out, but then puts her in this weird submission hold. Is she going to tap? No, she fights through it. That takes some dexterity and some limber agility. Just made up that word. Little limber agility. Whoa, powerbomb. 1, 2, 3, and Miss Scorpion retains the women's television title. I'm going to tell you, I did not see it going that way. It looked like Boots had this match well in hand. And that move right there, that's like the toss, the throw in the meow meow. What's going on, Jane? Welcome to the stream. Hit her with it twice, and it was not enough to take down Miss Scorpion. So she retains the title and advances in the King.
Winner, and still Women's Television Champion, Miss Scorpion.
And advances in the Queen of the Ring tournament. So it's a little twofer. Gets to retain the title, gets to advance to the next round in the Queen of the Ring. Jane is in a very special match tonight.